Gastown was buzzing with its usual charm, brick lanes, flickering gas lamps, and the famous steam clock hissing like a mechanical dragon. But Darren wasn't filming the scenery. He was hunting ghost stories, ones the official tours avoided. A retired city archivist had told him, "There's a tunnel sealed in 1973. They say it was full of squatters, addicts, and something else. People went missing down there." The man handed Darren a map that wasn't supposed to exist, hand-sketched, yellowing, and marked with cryptic symbols. Darren, skeptical but excited, decided to follow it, alone. As he passed the old spaghetti factory, his camera microphone picked up faint static. Then, a voice whispered, "You're not supposed to be here." But when he played it back, the whisper was gone. He reached Blood Alley just before midnight. The place was quiet, too quiet. The kind of silence that bends your ears, like sound itself was afraid to move. The chalk symbol was there, a crude spiral drawn beside a vent, dripping as if freshly etched. A nearby gate creaked open on its own, revealing stone steps descending beneath the city. Darren hesitated. This wasn't tourist lore anymore. This was something else. He filmed himself stepping down. "All right, we're going in. If this footage uploads late, send backup." The second he crossed the threshold, his phone lost signal. The screen flickered. The steam clock outside stopped ticking. The tunnel smelled of damp wood and burnt hair. Graffiti lined the walls in languages Darren didn't recognize. The deeper he went, the more warped the architecture became. Stairs went sideways, doors appeared on ceilings, walls bled condensation like sweat from the earth's skin. Suddenly, a sound, a dragging chain. Then, a girl's voice softly singing, "Ring Around the Rosie." He swung his light around and found a girl, standing backwards, head tilted, feet hovering off the floor. When he called out, she twisted midair, screaming, "You shouldn't be here!" Everything went dark. When the light returned, she was gone, and his map was now rewritten in blood. Following the blood-traced route, Darren stumbled into a room with iron bars and no visible exits. This wasn't just a tunnel, it was a forgotten jail. He found shackles, broken teeth, and an old ledger of names crossed out violently, except one at the bottom. Darren V. His own name. Footsteps echoed above. Then, a voice, a distorted recording of Darren's own voice saying, "If this uploads late, send backup." He looked up. A dozen figures stared through the bars, but their eyes were missing. Just sockets dripping black. One whispered, "Trade places." The cell door behind him slammed shut. He broke out through a side hole into a wine cellar. The air was choking. And there she was, the woman in white, seen by staff at the old spaghetti factory for decades. But now she stood before him, dress soaked, mouth open in an impossible scream, yet no sound. He stumbled backward into a dining hall, empty but recently set, plates steaming, wine poured. But every chair had a skeletal figure seated. One raised a glass and said, "To the newcomer." The lights burst. The woman screamed again, now in surround. And Darren saw his own body sitting among them, glass in hand. He ran, climbed stairs that twisted and stretched, burst through a doorway and found himself back in Gastown. Or something trying to be Gastown. The signs were in reverse. People stood still like mannequins. The steam clock spewed black smoke. His camera screen showed a live stream with one viewer. The comment read, "We see you now." Then the feed cut. The air froze. Darren looked down. His legs were turning to brick. The city was absorbing him, just like it did to the others. On a nearby wall, someone had scratched, "Gastown feeds on the curious. Morning." The real Gastown bustled again. A different tourist filmed the steam clock. He noticed a new chalk mark, a spiral pointing toward the alley. He paused, turned to his girlfriend. "That wasn't there yesterday, right?" She shrugged. He walked toward it. And deep below the surface, in an underground cell, Darren opened his eyes. He was now part of the legend, and hungry